What's going on, everyone? Link264 here, back with another video of the plethora of games that have been put on the Switch. Alright, the Switch, the Nintendo Switch, of course, is nearing its 1-year anniversary, coming this March. Can you believe that? Can you believe that it's already been almost an entire year since the Switch came out? Man, and what a crazy year it's been. This arguably might be the best first year of any console ever. I'd have to do a little more research before making that claim, but it certainly seems up there. Better than the Wii U's first year, or the 3DS. 3DS, we had like Pilot Wings and Mario 3D Land. That was basically about it. Better than maybe the N64. The N64 had Mario 64. That was about it. Again, I'd have to do a little bit more research, but you know, so I would have to say the Switch has been doing okay for the past 12 months. Now, and it's, on top of that, it has been getting a plethora of not only, you know, first-party games, Mario and Zelda at the top of the list, but, I mean, a ton of third-party support as well. We got ports of things like Skyrim and Doom, the 2016 version. We got Rocket League, some fantastic indie games like Stardew Valley and SteamWorld Dig 2. Phenomenal games on the Switch, and it's just each week they continue to come out with more and more. However, while most people would argue that's a good thing, and to some extent, yeah, I think the more games, the better. And the amount of quality content that Nintendo has been, you know, partnering with developers in order to come out with is astonishing. Nothing short of astonishing, in my opinion. The question I want to ask today, though, is, can you put too many games on a console? I want to pose that. Can a console's eShop, or can a console's collection of games be overstocked? So, in order to talk about that, I wanted to take a quick look at the eShop. I got my Switch here with the epic, sweet banana Joy-Cons. And just looking at the eShop here, there are 397 items on the eShop. That's what, according to the list on the actual eShop itself, there are 397. Now, a few of those are, you know, like DLC packs, add-ons, like, you know, free downloads, demos, add-ons for, like, the Pac-Man the Namco Museum, the free download thing that lets you play with another person who has downloaded Namco Museum, stuff like that. But, you know, take those out of the equation, and there's easily about 350 games on the Switch for the moment. And I would say at least 60% of those, can't really back that up, but a fair chunk of those are just wonderful. Nothing short of wonderful. However, if you look at like the games that have come out, even in just like the past week or two, you have games like Celeste. Look up reviews of Celeste, by the way. That's supposed to be a pretty phenomenal 8-bit style game. Let's see. Lost Sphere, that's supposed to be another kind of, actually I haven't done much research into Lost Sphere, but that's supposed to be pretty good. Chromagun is supposed to be similar to Portal, that's supposed to be pretty good. Darkest Dungeon, a port of this kind of, not a roguelike, but a turn-based RPG PC game that's supposed to be absolutely phenomenal. And you look at the list here, and there's so much. Super Meat Boy came to the Switch like beginning of January. Absolutely incredible. Now, you'll notice I kind of paused in between saying each of those because in between all of those, there's some games here that I haven't exactly heard of before. And I think the same can be said for many other people. For example, Earth Wars. Check in the description here. $4.50. Pretty cheap game. I don't know much about it. But for $4.50, I wonder how much value you're getting out of it. There is a game literally just called Tennis. There's some other ones. Some really cheap games. Baseball Riot, $5. New Clean, $4. Here's some really interesting ones. There's two games literally called Oh, Sir, the Insult Simulator, and Oh Sir, the Hollywood Roast. $1.99 and $2.99. See, if I were to go through the list, then we would be sitting here forever, but So I'd have to say there are a lot of games like these on the Switch. Kind of low budget, sometimes mobile ports that kind of trickle onto the eShop. Now, for the first month or two of the Switch being on the market, this wasn't the case. There were a lot of high quality. There was a lot of high quality games coming out. Breath of the Wild being at the top of the list, obviously. But, you know, other games like Snipper Clips and Shovel Knight, Fast RMX, which is an incredible game. Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers, I believe, came out a little less than a month later. That was a fun game. I got that. Oh man, what else came out within those like first few early days of the Switch? I'm blanking right now, but there wasn't much. But what was on there was pretty high quality stuff. And now we're kind of stuck in the situation where it's becoming slowly the opposite, where we're getting a whole boatload of games, mostly incredible, but there's a number of not so hot stuff in there. And what I'm concerned about is even if the not so hot stuff is relatively underpriced compared to the stuff that's actually worth buying, I'm wondering if some, you know, casual Switch players will pick those up as opposed to the real high quality content. That's my concern. And I feel like it's a fairly legitimate one. You look at the 3DS and even Wii U eShop, and they've kind of turned into like a similar situation where, you know, the ultimate example of what I'm trying to define here is like the App Store or the Google Play Store, like the mobile market, right? It's filled with all of these $1 or $2 or free games that generally don't take that much to develop, and they're riddled with microtransactions. But they do phenomenally well because of the fact of their low barrier to entry price. And yeah, like I said, the 3DS and Wii U have become filled with those kinds of games, and their most recent years, and I'm just worried for the Switch that it might become that way. Right now, you know, the bigger games are obviously well overshadowing whatever garbage, to put it, you know, to put it bluntly, is being put on the Switch. The games that actually deserve it are doing the best. But I'm concerned for the future of the Switch, and I'm concerned that the good games might get drowned in the pile of stuff that generally isn't as good, might be released on Switch. I'm concerned that in all of the noise, the good content, the excellent content, will be lost because of its, you know, relatively high price tag. I don't think it's something that we need to worry about for right now. Like I said, most of the games coming out on Switch are just, they're amazing right now. But, you know, I think it is something that, you know, 2, 3, 4 years down the line, it might be a slight concern. That you might have to kind of sift through all of the junk in order to get to the jewels. So anyways, guys, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you think that there should be less games coming out on Switch, that Nintendo should put a little bit more of a monitor on, you know, the quality, the content control? They should monitor it a little bit better. Or do you say the more the merrier? The more the merrier. Let all the games come onto the Switch. The more games we can have on there, the better. Let me know down in the comments. And hey, if you're new to the channel, I am Lincoln64. I talk about everything Nintendo, Nintendo Switch, the future of Nintendo Switch, all that awesome stuff. And again, if you're new, make sure you subscribe so you can catch all my latest videos. Anyways, guys, what are you still doing here?